It's the weekend board games in my parents' kitchen edition. My son had an appointment today. He usually hangs out with or at my parents' house and plays with his cousins and some of the kids in the neighborhood. And today I had to take him to an appointment, and so I came back here to work so he could keep playing rather than go back home. If you're new here, my name is Tubbs. That's the Tubbs and Tubbs Plays Games. I play games. I talk about games, specifically board games. I play video games too, but I like board games a lot, so that's what I talk about. And every week I do one of these weekly recaps. Now, I have also started Instagram board game. People have a lot of hashtag games that they play, and I have started one which is called Game of the Week, where people are posting the top game that they played that week, and then we did a voting thing, which we're still kind of working out exactly how it's going to work, but to choose an ultimate game of the week, which I said I would announce. That's going to come at the end. But before I go any further, so depending on where you're watching this, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you can find them all of this content on Tubbs Plays Games. There is also different content in some of those different places, so you should follow them all so you don't miss anything. You can also play board games with me on BoardGameArena.com. I am J.R.R. Tubbs on there. Drop me a line if you want to play a game. Some really good shit getting added to there, guys. So pretty exciting. I'm interested to see how the implementations go. I'm also looking at how I could maybe live stream some Board Game Arena plays, maybe with some of you fine folks. So yeah, we'll look into that. But for now, there's a parents' house clock chime right there. For right now, let's talk about the games I played this week. There weren't that many because I was out of town for most of the week. Did not get to go to my normal board game Sunday meetup where I play the majority of my games. So, less games, but still games. Okay, so all these games got played on Wednesday. We had a little get-together. Some of the board game crew got together, primarily organized by me because I was not going to get any other chances to play games. So, kicking off right when I got there, me and one member, we were waiting for everybody else, and I had brought Ada's Library because she was interested in trying it. So we kicked in with some Ada's Library from Played Games. I dig this game a whole lot. You guys have heard me talk about it. I love that the box is the board, and it's quick. You got through it in 20 minutes tops, and it's good. It's a good game. We played Tacta yet again. Tacta comes to us from the Op, and man, it's just so good. I went to 4 stores. 4? 3? I went to 3 stores while I was traveling, including the biggest board game store in the country, allegedly, in Rochester, New York, and nobody had it. I've heard tell there's some copies floating around my friendly local game store. Go check that out on Thursday when I go to take some games to sell. But Tacta rules, and that's all I got to say about it. Tacta's great. I'll tell you a little bit about it in case you can't tell. You got cards with these little dots on it, and you got to lay them over top of each other in a specific way so that you don't cross certain lines or cross the barrier of the table, because this game can get quite huge if enough people are playing it. And then the idea is to have as many of your white dots showing on the top as possible at the end of the game. It's so good. I love it. Then we drove into my contribution to the evening, which was Positano. Positano is a bidding game with some, I guess, city building or tower building elements to it. Comes to us from Slugfest Games, and I dig it a whole bunch. You're basically bidding for where you're going to build, how much building materials you'll have, what type of roof your tower is going to have. Then you place your tower, and what you're trying to do is place your tower so that you have the best view of the ocean in Positano, Italy. There are also mission cards that change each game, and I dig it. I dig it a lot. And again, the only minor complaint, it's pretty and the components are great. It plays in 30 minutes, and it takes 15 to 20 to set up and get it all set up and together. So like, maybe a little overproduced, but who's going to complain about that? It's so pretty. The next game we played is just fucking fun to say. We played Tonga Bunga. And this is a game where it's got some dice placement and you're moving ships around this map. Also comes to us from Plate Games. And I had a lot of fun with this one. I'm going to keep an eye out for a copy of this one. Like, I'm not going to special order it or anything, but if I see it in the wild, I may pick it up. It was a good time. After that, our player count went down to 3. One of our players had to leave for the evening, and so we went down to 3, and we played Through the Desert from All Play Games. I had never played this before. I had heard of it. I thought it was something way different than it was, but essentially, and I can't believe this is the only picture I got of it, it's just like a corner of the board, but you are essentially building little camel caravans to cross the desert and trying to block off other people's paths to get to various oasis. Is that the oases? I know it was the plural, but oasis is more fun. Can we just change it to oasis? So, yeah, that's what you're doing. I sucked out loud at this game. It was my first time playing it, so maybe I'll do better next time, but I was not good at it. But I did like it. I just wasn't good at it. And then we closed out the night with Money, also from All Play Games, from the newest All Play Kickstarter bundle. People in my group that had played this game initially had said it was kind of the weakest of the 4. I have yet to play Vegas Strip, but I'm going to agree. Of the 3 I've played Ruins, I've played Oddland, and I've played Money. Money is definitely my least favorite, but I really still enjoyed it a lot. If you got 4 games that you're going to put in a rank, somebody's got to be 4th. I haven't played Vegas Strip yet, so I don't know, but it might be Money, and that's okay. It doesn't mean I didn't like it. I liked it a lot. I got the upgraded tokens and the little... They serve absolutely no purpose in this game, but they're really fun, and they're wood, and they're animals dressed in little tuxedos and suits. Who's going to complain about that? You? You better not. So yeah, that was Money. During breakfast at the Hampton Inn, my son and I played a prototype that I had been sent to play test called Rainbow Flip and Slide, which is, it's a really good little family weight game for, people that have kids and are looking for something casual and easy. I spoke to the designer and said I'd love to see some more advanced rules, and she says she's looking into that, but it was very cool. And then having lunch at a Panera Bread, my son and I played a little Tinder Blocks while we were waiting for our food. I need to save time for the ultimate game of the week. So here we go. And so I'm going to try real quick to do this in 20 seconds. Sharon Draws Board Games on Instagram wins ultimate game of the week with Life of Amazonia. Basically, people on Instagram posted their game of the week, the game they played that they enjoyed the most. I shared them all, the community voted, and Life of Amazonia win. We might be changing that for the future. Which is to say, we're still going to have some sort of ultimate game of the week voting mechanism, but the way I did it, people could see that they weren't being voted for, and it didn't feel good. I know my game hardly got voted for at all, and it did not feel good. So we're going to be changing how this works so that people can't see anything other than who wins at the end. But we're kind of chatting as a group that's doing it to see if we want to do that at all. So stay tuned for future weeks, and please give this a like. Follow me if you're not. Give me a comment, and I'll talk to you next week.